we're talking about health, nearly 9 million people in the U.S. have an inflammatory skin condition called plaque psoriasis. And we have a wonderful doctor here today who's a medical dermatologist and associate clinical professor at the Department of Dermatology at Yale School of Medicine. Quite the credentials there, y'all. She's here to help us raise awareness of this condition, including tell us about a recently approved treatment option. Dr. Gohara, thanks for being here today. Welcome to Inside South Florida.
Thank you so much. So happy to be here.
Yes, this is such an important issue. So let's go ahead and dive right in. What do people need to know about plaque psoriasis, and maybe what are some of the signs and symptoms we can look out for?
Great question. Plaque psoriasis is a chronic inflammatory skin disease that occurs in nearly 9 million people in the United States. Symptoms can include itch, scaling, redness, and flaking. On darker skin tones, sometimes the plaques can appear more grayish, purplish, or brown, so different skin tones present differently. About half of the individuals who have plaque psoriasis have scalp involvement.
And you mentioned this scalp involvement. You touched on some of the symptoms as well. What exactly is it like living with plaque psoriasis? And you mentioned that scalp, especially if it is on the scalp.
Yeah, psoriasis can appear anywhere on the body with symptoms including itching, scaling, redness, and flaking. Now, you can imagine if that's on the scalp or anywhere visible on the body, that's obvious to the outside world. So it's not so difficult to conceive that plaque psoriasis can have significant negative impact on the emotional well-being, quality of life, and social relationships of people who have to deal with this disease.
Yeah, I love that you point that out. It's so much more than just being physical, of course. And so we're not here to just point out a problem without bringing a solution. That's why we brought you in today.
Yes.
So what are some treatment options that are actually available to help treat plaque psoriasis?
So I often prescribe different creams for different parts of the body for different periods of time, and that can be onerous and kind of frustrating for the patient. Hair-bearing areas pose a particular challenge because if we think about it, how do we get that product through the hair onto the scalp where the psoriasis exists? That's why I'm so excited to be partnering with Arcutis to share news about a new treatment, Zoryve Roflumilast 0.3% foam, that's recently FDA approved for plaque psoriasis of the body and scalp for adults and adolescents 12 and up.
You touched on Zoryve, and it's funny, you guys told me, hey, it rhymes with believe, and so we believe in Zoryve. We're here for that. The foam formulation. Great. Y'all talk about it being unique, and tell us a little more, what does it mean for people to have a steroid-free treatment option in this?
So steroids, as you know, pose a challenge because they can only be used for certain amounts of time on certain parts of the body. That's why I love Zoryve 0.3% foam being steroid-free, because it can be used anywhere, anytime, any place for any amount of time. It can be used on the face, the scalp, any hair type, any skin type. It's a great solution for that hair dilemma that I talked about early, because it's a water-based formulation that has moisturizing properties. It's lightweight, not greasy, doesn't have any sensitizers or irritants in it that can create more flame to the presumed fire, right? So I love that it's hair friendly, and I'm so excited to be talking about this and offering it to my patients. Now, in clinical trials, there were some side effects. The most common included headache, diarrhea, nausea, and the common cold. But I gotta tell you, that doesn't make me personally skip a beat, as I'm recommending and prescribing this to my patients daily, and I'm very excited about it.
Well, we are very excited about it with you, Doctor. Thank you so much for coming on to ISF and sharing about this. So important, as we mentioned. So tell us, where can we go to learn more about this?
www.zoryve.com, or go visit your friendly dermatologist, because I am sure they'd be happy to give you more information.
There we go. Simple as that. Doctor, thanks so much for coming on to ISF. We so appreciate you.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful day.